Hello everyone, Denise here. I am driving home. I decided to do some shopping later on today, and it's like 9:15 at night, and I like to shop in the day, but I wanted to use my car phone holder and do a video while I drive, and it's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to adjust the lighting, but I had some thoughts on my mind about dating for the mature woman. And as you know, I recently ended a relationship because it was not leading to marriage, and I was dating for a year. I might as well say a year. A 64-year-old man who could make up his mind. And so the real deal is that he didn't want to get married. It's okay. I had the power. I decided that a year was long enough. And at 65, if you don't know that you want to marry me, it's a wrap. And we didn't really have anything that we didn't agree on, like I felt were major life issues. But in hindsight, sometimes you can't see when you're in it. And there was no intimate relations between us or anything like that. So I found it easy to end it when it wasn't going in the direction that I wanted it to go. And he had a history, which he admitted to, of dragging things out. And he dated a woman for 10 years, he said, on and off. And she wanted marriage, and he just couldn't make up his mind. And so I recently listened to a video by Tony Gaskins called Why 40-Year-Old Men Are Still Single, or something like that. And he just laid it all out about why 40-year-old men don't want to get married and have never been married and say they're looking to get married. And I just think it's a bunch of hogwash that they cannot find a reasonable, emotionally intelligent woman to marry. I think it's hogwash. I think they don't really want to get married. I'm trying to adjust this. They're trying to act like they do, but they really don't. It's just too many good women out here. I think there are more women who want to get married than there are men who want to get married, of all age groups. So I highly recommend that video, because what he says is that these guys are looking for, he was talking about, the podcasters who make lots of money on their podcasts. And if you're a podcaster or a content creator on YouTube, you can get rich from YouTube. If you have enough views, if you have enough subscribers, you can get rich. Very, very high six figures, and people make millions of dollars on YouTube. You know that. And so these podcasters, they're 40 plus, and they're saying that they can't find any women to marry. And Tony is saying that they're looking for supermodel women with supermodel looks. And then that's not good enough and the average looking woman, and these are average looking dudes, they don't want average looking women. And he talks about porn addiction, and that being a reason why too. I also think the things that he said that prevent 40 plus year old men from marrying is the same thing for 50 and 60 year old men. And part of the problem is as well is that we're sleeping with them, not me, but some of you are sleeping with these dudes, and that's another reason why they don't have to get married, because you're sleeping with them. And back, in the beginning of time, when man came up with the institution of marriage, or it was in the Bible about marriage was for family, raising families, having intimate relations within the context of marriage for safety. You knew supposedly who the children's father was because you married him. And what else? So we're part of the problem. Women having sex with men before marriage is part of the problem. And so people occasionally come on this channel saying, do you really expect a man to wait until marriage to have sex? And I say, yes, if you're the one. No, if you're not, which is good that he's not waiting. That means he'll move on faster and quicker because he has no intentions of marrying you if marriage is what you want. And you will not have given your body to someone who has no intentions of committing to you and settling down with you. So yes, I do believe that the man that I let go, he was willing to wait. He was willing to wait. But I wasn't what he was looking for. And I don't really know what the heck he was looking for. And I didn't ask what he was looking for because it's none of my business what he's looking for. I just know that I wasn't it. And that's all I needed to know. And he didn't really say I wasn't what he was looking for. I just put two, as my mother would say, I put 2 and 2 together and came up with 4. It's like we don't argue about anything. And he would say all these great things about me, that I wasn't argumentative. I didn't have to prove a point. I went with the flow. I was easygoing. He said I didn't go to church enough. And I was thinking, well, he didn't go to church enough. But it's funny how people put these standards on you that they don't even do. He was putting standards on me that he doesn't even do. It's like, what the hell? So anyway, that was 5. I mean, I don't know. Has it been 6 months ago since I let him go? I think so. And I'm like, I feel good. I feel light. I feel optimistic about 2025. I told you that every month I'm going to go someplace different. And I'll be going to the Atlanta Business League for January. I'm going to go to the High Museum. It has a Friday jazz set. The first Friday of the month and the third Friday of the month. So I'm going to do that. That's for February. Also, I have my event, Coffee Social, for singles 50 and above. And tickets are really selling well. I'm so pleased. It's for you singles who do not want to do dating apps. That dating apps have not met your expectation. You're serious about finding partnership. I think dating apps are really for people